All right, this tail of the tape is brought to you by Air Asia. Now everyone can fly. Lando Vannata still just 26 years old. Marcos Mariano, 32, as he arrives at the UFC debut. He is the taller man and will enjoy a 5-inch edge in reach. All right, they will soon close the door behind them. First, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. Sponsored by Neverov, bold character since 1872. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a striker holding a professional record, 6 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Paraná, Brazil, Marcos Mariano. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 9 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA, groovy Lando Vannata. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Steve Percival.
Steve Percival, our referee. UFC 234, Adesanya versus Silva is presented by Tab. Who are you backing? All right, here we go with the co-main event.
Let's go, gentlemen.
Groovy Lando Vannata is in green. Marcos Mariano is in yellow.
Watch that knee poke. That's how Lando likes to get his range. He'll touch you with his feet first, and then he'll follow up with his hands generally. But look at the size of Mariano. Oh, my gosh.
Every bit 6'1".
Goodness, so tall. And exactly what you got to do. You got to kick right off the bat. And those calf kicks of Vannata are very well documented in his past, and he's hurt a lot of people with those. And this guy's got his knee turned in, so if there's ever a time to land a calf kick, it's on Mariano right now.
Nice mix of knockouts and submissions on the resume of Lando Vannata. Wrestled 1 year at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. Loaded up on the right hand there, nothing doing.
Powerful left switch kick to Mariano. He's got those Inspector Gadget legs. I mean, I feel like you don't think they're going to hit you, and then he's so long he does.
They exchanged low leg kicks there. About a minute gone by here in round 1.
Watch Vannata for his starting from 0 going to 60 miles an hour. I mean, his way of changing speeds is just pretty impressive. And this is when it's annoying trying to take down Vannata, but he makes it look very simple with that body lock.
Yeah, got that body locked and executes the takedown nicely.
Now let's see the jiu-jitsu of Mariano, or if he just stays on his back, accepts the position, and that's what it's looking like now. I mean, we need to see Mariano get his legs out of there, and right now he looks clueless. He's flat on his back. He's not kicking it. He's not trying to fight the knees. He's digging an underhook, but that's not the issue right now. Right now he needs to deal with getting his legs out of there.
A lot of people expected, given the matchup, that Vannata might lean on the wrestling chops a little bit. And he gets the takedown here early in round 1. Mariano trying to control posture here.
I think we're going to see Vannata just be happy to kind of soften up Mariano on his back right here. Get him a little tired before he starts trying to strike with him. Kind of like how a wolf does. They tire out the bigger, longer opponent by chasing them forever, and then when they get tired, then they go for the kill. I mean, that's what I think we're trying to see out of Vannata here. He's just got to stay out of this offense.
Vannata staying composed here inside the closed guard of Marcos Mariano.
Mariano doing good controlling the posture. You see how he's grabbing the neck, trying to lift the legs up, pulling the guard high. I mean, those long limbs, you don't know how crafty they are, and then those elbows can land. That's a problem with such a long stature. It's just annoying to try to grab a hold of these guys. It's like holding onto a kitchen table, you know?
Well, right after tonight's main event, don't miss a recap of all the action from Australia on the UFC 234 post-show on ESPN+. Chael Sonnen, Gilbert Melendez, and me will break it all down tonight live on ESPN+.
Vannata doing good keeping the posture high so he can land shots. And Mariano's in the hand fighting position. But he really needs to open his guard, I would say, something, because closing your guard, letting Vannata have posture, I mean, what are you doing here? Are you just eating shots? Are you trying to be offensive from your back? Are you trying to get up? You're burning the clock. Which is it? Because, like, Vannata's not even trying to hold him down at all.
Right.
So, what are we doing from our back?
Begs the question. Vannata able to land there.
So that's the battle. If the man on top is punching with posture, then that's your chance to try to put your feet on the hips, put your feet on the chest, and create some space to get back to your feet. If the man's hugging you, then you got to use jiu-jitsu. But right now, he's just taking a beating from his back in Mariano.
A couple big elbows landed for Vannata. Mariano didn't like that last one. Under a minute now to go in round one.
I like to see Mariano use some butterfly hooks. I mean, look at his legs. Like, put those into the groin of Vannata to try to create some space. Dig some underhooks, some butterflies, put some feet on the hips, put your feet on the chest, something. But sitting here with your long legs and letting Vannata sit in your guard and punch you doesn't look like fun to me.
Vannata making these ground strikes count here towards the end of round one.
There's the space that Mariano needs to create. See how he's putting the feet up. Vannata pushes right through it. Mariano staying on the back, north-south position here. Vannata's going to switch to a key lock and go for the finish here. That's it. That's it. That's a tap.
Lando Vannata, late in round one, gets the submission win.
Pure dominance
Wow.
from Lando Vannata. Incredible. I mean, that was a perfect display of technique from the top position on a man who's not using space to get up.
And you got to feel good for Lando Vannata as he comes over and shares a minute with UFC President Dana White. You got to feel good for Lando, though. 2 of his last 3 coming in had gone to a draw. He certainly left the judges out of it tonight. This fight replay brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character since 1872.
Beautiful takedown. I mean, just gets underneath the hips of Mariano and then a big elbow to soften up Mariano. He didn't like that at all. He goes to get closer. He's like, ouch, what's going on here? Then this is it. He gets the head localizes the key to this submission. Once you lock that head in with your knees, now you can just wrench that arm, and that's what we're seeing here. Taps Mariano, and as we see, crank, 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 crank. Oh, man, that ref needs to pay attention. That 2 seconds is enough to blow his shoulder out.
Kyle Note, Greg Jackson, and crew like what they saw there. Nick Urso. Last submission win for Lando Vannata, December of 2014. Hard to argue with that effort and result here tonight. Now Bruce Buffer to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Steve Percival has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 55 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to a Kimura, groovy Lando Vannata!
All right, here with your winner, very happy, groovy Lando Vannata. If my research is accurate, your last submission win was December of 2014. Got to feel pretty good about this result tonight.
Well, first of all, I've always wanted to do this, and I'll probably never have the chance again. So, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
So a crazy day for you as you move from Fight Pass to the co-main event. What were the last 6 or 8 hours like for you today?
Well, I woke up, I felt good. I was about to go down to the bus, got the news. So I went and got food, went back to sleep.
Yeah, a few extra hours. We're going to take a look at your handiwork. You got the early takedown, and he was unable to handle anything you had for him on the ground. And late in round one, you get the Kimura to close the show.
Nice elbow. Yeah, I mean, it just went according to plan. Yeah, we wanted to come in here. We know he's a decent striker, so we wanted to take him down. Me and Harry St. Ledger, who couldn't be with us here today, we've been executing this all camp, and it played out perfectly.
We know the UFC put you in this slot for a reason. I know you shared a moment with Dana White after the fact. Care to share what you said to the UFC press?
Just a big fat thank you.
All right, man, how soon are you going to turn this thing around and get back in here?
You know, there's a guy that I've been wanting to fight for ages. I got tons of respect for him. We got a similar lifestyle, and he's another high-ranking guy in the lightweight division. And if Jim Miller would do me the honor of stepping in here with me this summer, I would absolutely love it.
You've certainly earned an opportunity against another big name. Huge effort tonight Aussies, let's hear it once more.